Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Culinary Compass on a cold New England afternoon. What I want to talk to you about today is how to plan ahead so that you can make your prep of dinner super easy. For us, dinner time is the only time that all four of us in our family sit around together. And so we hold it very near and dear to our heart that we get to the table at least 5 nights out of 7 together as a group. For this to happen, at least in our home, I need to think a couple of days ahead and always try to kind of preload our dinners. And so when I'm cutting onions for a particular dinner one night, I'll go ahead and I'll triple my cutting of onions. I'm already there, I'm getting messy, I'm tearing from all the onions. I don't know exactly what I'm cooking the next night or the night after or the night after, but I know I may as well cut a lot more onions. I'll put them in a container in the fridge and they're ready to go. So anywhere and everywhere you can do that, you should be doing that, of course. Now, in the spirit of this, what I'm doing now is whenever I cook rice, as an example, and today we're going to focus on rice, I'm always tripling the quantity of rice that I'm cooking. And I'm thinking ahead about having 3 meals. So the one that we're having the rice for this particular night. And then for maybe tomorrow night, fried rice, and maybe even 3 nights down the road, since rice keeps very well, doing something else with the rice. And so this is making things extremely easy for me. So today what I'd like to do is walk you through a kind of a fun thing to do with your rice a couple of days after it's been cooked, as a way to make it easier for you to put dinner on the table. Fried rice is one of the simplest ways to take rice you've cooked ahead and use it and make a great meal out of it. At some point, I'll definitely do a culinary compass on that. And you need to use Japanese rice, especially for what I'm going to put in front of you today. As far as other things, you can do rice balls that are stuffed, you can deep fry them, you can saute them. This is a really great fun thing to do. And of course, you just go ahead and flatten that sticky rice and saute it. You can do rice salads. There are so many directions to go in, even rice pudding. So let me quickly take you step by step. So I've got some spinach here. I literally just took it out of the freezer, heated it up, and I made a round on a plate. I then took some leftover rice, sticky rice. I formed it into balls, flattened it out, and then I took a spoon. I put a little oil on the back of the spoon so it slid well, and I made kind of an indentation in the rice to create a little nest. And then right into the pan with some sesame oil and some olive oil mixed together. I fried one side and then flipped it over and fried the other side. And so I ended up basically with these nests. And you can make them as crispy as you like. Eggs are the next step, and poaching can be very scary. You put those eggs in the water, and this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like everything's falling apart. If your water is boiling too high, as it is in this example, you'll see the egg really falls apart quite a bit, though it'll still taste okay. It won't look as good. Now, there are many contraptions on the market. Here you see 2 silicone little bowls that you can drop it in. There are more gadgets than you can imagine that will help make poaching very, very simple. This is my favorite, which is something that you just use to kind of place the egg into the water. Here's another one that's quite interesting looking. Just go ahead and Google on egg poachers and you will be amazed at the remarkable diversity of different egg poachers that are out there. This is one of my favorite ways to do it, which is to take the egg and put it in a plastic bag, tie up the top, and then drop that in the water, and creates a perfect egg. Now, here's the basic traditional method is you put it in a ramekin or something else and you drop it in, and immediately it'll look like this, which is the scary part. It's like falling apart. But it will stay together as long as you put it in slowly and carefully. One trick is to put a couple of tablespoons of vinegar in the water, but you want to basically slide it into the water as gently as you can, and then you'll see that it will hold together better, as is in this example. And here you see multiple eggs in, and they are holding together nicely. Now, beforehand, of course, we prepped our rice nests. We have some spinach around them, visually pleasing, which is always a good way to get your kids to eat. So now we have that all set, and our eggs are poached. So you're going to go ahead and use a slotted spoon to take those eggs out. You need to dry them off. You can definitely drain them on a paper towel or a kitchen towel. You can use cheesecloth, really anything that will give it a chance to dry out a little bit and drain. Then put the egg right on the nest, and you've got yourself an absolutely beautiful breakfast or dinner. All right, so that's it for the Culinary Compass today. The next time you take out carrots or onions or even lettuce, cut more than you need. Double what you're going to cut. And then go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. And I think you're going to find that even those little bits of prep really reduce the pressure and make it easier for you to put a nice dinner on the table. All right, ciao for now.